So what services should you offer in your social media marketing agency in 2021 and beyond? Hello everyone and welcome to this video. My name is Vince, helping new coaches, consultants and agency owners start their own business. In today's video, I'm going to go over what service should you offer in your SMMA. To start off, I just want to say there is no service that is better than all other services, and there's no service that's going to guarantee your success. But what I can recommend you guys is to stick with one service, because otherwise your life is going to become a mess, and I know that because I went through that in the past. When I started my agency, I was offering content creation, social media management, even paid ads, and just everything was a mess for me. I couldn't really get clients because I wasn't really known for anything, and I didn't really know my service in and out. I just kind of knew a little bit about all the different services that I was offering, but I wasn't a master of them. I was a jack of all trades, master of none. And there's something that you want to avoid by all means when starting your own agency. Less is more, because if you just offer one service for one market, then you are going to be able to, first of all, understand that service a lot better and learn it a lot faster. And also you will be able to create systems around it and operations around it. So later on down the road, it's going to be so much easier to scale your agency if you only offer one service than if you were to offer 5 different services for different markets. So there are mainly 2 different types of services, and I really like the way Iman Gadget puts this, and that is that there are opportunity services and there are convenience services. The main difference between them is that an opportunity-based service is something that is going to bring the customer a lot more revenue, and it is something that they couldn't do on their own. It's a new opportunity for them to grow, and like I said, something they couldn't achieve themselves. And a convenience-based offer is something that they could probably do on their own if they really wanted to, but they either don't want to do it or they don't have the time to do it. And it can still bring them more revenue, but it's not so directly correlated. Now, there is no right or wrong answer in my opinion when it comes to choosing your service. It's not super clear that you should definitely go for an opportunity offer, because obviously these are a lot harder to learn. They are a lot harder to master. An opportunity offer is something like SEO, Facebook ads, Google ads, email marketing. So all of those skills are opportunity offers because they are kind of guaranteed that they are going to make the client a lot more money if they invest into them. You know, they are a lot harder to learn, a lot harder to master, and a lot harder to outsource, and also a lot harder to get results for the clients. Whereas, for example, a convenience offer is something like content creation, social media management, just posting on the client's behalf, that kind of stuff. And that is something that the client could probably do themselves, but they might not have the time for it, or they might just not want to do it. And that can still, bring their business more revenue, but it's not so directly correlated, or it's not so clearly visible. Now, obviously, you can charge a lot more money for opportunity offers. So you can even charge like 5, 10K, sometimes even like 15K or more per month for an opportunity offer. For example, if you're selling, let's say, Facebook advertising to an e-commerce store, right? You might charge like 3K as a base fee every single month, and then on top of that you might charge like 15% of ROAS, the return on investment that you got on the client's advertising campaign, and that might be even tens of thousands of dollars if it's a really big client. So with, for example, like advertisement, Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever, if you're charging a base fee plus a percentage of ROAS or percentage of revenue, then you can get some really big retainers. Like, for example, my best friend, he had a client who paid him nearly $40,000 in just one single month for one service, because they had a ROAS deal, a base plus ROAS advertising deal, and they got a huge commission check from that client. Now, obviously that is not normal, and most agency owners still don't get more than 3 to maximum like 5K per month from these opportunity offers. But that is a fact that you can usually get a lot more from those. But like I said, they are a lot harder to master and a lot harder to outsource. You can't just find a random guy from Fiverr, like most gurus tell you, who can do everything perfectly, deliver insane good results, because you need to know a lot of stuff to be able to get amazing results for an advertising client. Like, don't just need to know media buying, but you also need to know a lot about landing pages, digital marketing in general, copywriting, how to create good ads, good creative. So there's a lot that goes into it. Now, on the other side of that, there is, the convenience offers that can be, for example, content creation, social media management, that kind of stuff. And for that, you usually cannot really charge more than 3 to 5K per month unless you're working with a really, really big company. Now, I personally, the most I have charged in the past for content creation was 3,000 per month, and I had that client for over a year, around like 15 months. So I still got a lot of money from that one client alone. And right now I'm charging between 1.5 to 2K per month for my convenience based offers, which is, I think, still pretty good considering the fact that I can pretty easily outsource it, right? I can pretty easily get new clients for that. And not only that, but I can pretty easily get them results and deliver the service and make my customers happy. That doesn't mean, that is easier. Like I said, there is no right or wrong answer to this question. That is, what service you should offer. You should weigh both the pros and the cons of both convenience offers and also opportunity offers, and then decide for yourself which one you want to try. But one thing I recommend is just choosing one of them, and even inside this big category of convenience or opportunity offers, just choose one service. So that can be, content creation if you're going, for example, for a convenience offer, or just social media management, or it can be just like Facebook advertising, or just Google ads, or just email marketing. By the way, if you want to learn email marketing, go ahead and check out my boy Boyan. He's actually a client of mine and also a good friend of mine, and he's pumping out some amazing content on email marketing for e-commerce stores. So yeah, go ahead and check out his channel as well. But anyways, that's the main message I had for this video. You can make 10K per month, 20K per month, 30K per month, even 100K per month with any of these services if you're good. Because like I said, the main difference is going to be that if you're, for example, offering ads, you might get, 5K retainers, and if you get 10 of those, boom, you're making 50K a month. You're gonna have to work, really hard to make sure that all the clients are getting good results, because otherwise you're not gonna get long-term sustainable business from them. On the other side, you might be able to charge only 2K per month for content creation or copywriting or whatever the certain convenience offer might be. But, that might be a lot easier to systemize and outsource, and you might not need to be that involved with each and every single client that you onboard. So, with the 2K offer, you would need to get 25 clients to get to that point where you're making 50K a month with the agents, which again, that might seem like a lot, but you might need to work around the same amount of time on those client campaigns and making sure that everything gets done, as the other guy would need to worry about the 10 e-commerce clients. Like I said, again, just to end this video, there's no right or wrong answer. I recommend going with something that you're genuinely interested in and passionate about, because otherwise you're just not going to enjoy the work. And if you're not enjoying it, you won't really become really good at it, because you won't want to spend your free time working on it. And honestly, guys, that is the in my opinion, the most important thing, to actually enjoy what you're doing, so you want to learn more about it. It is important because you might hear this a lot, that you don't have to know anything about the service that you are offering, because you can always just outsource it to someone random from Upwork or Fiverr. But in my experience and in my friends' experience who are really successful with their own agencies, that is never really the case. Like, you need to understand your service, you need to learn it, you need to become a master at whatever you're selling, because otherwise, even if you hire a guy from Upwork or Fiverr, you won't really know whether they are doing a good job or not. And if they are not doing one, then you won't really know how to fix it, and you will just be in a mess, and you will be struggling a lot with client retention and also selling your service. Because if you can't really convey your message properly and you can't really explain your client how this service is going to benefit them, then it's going to be really, really hard to sell it, and even harder to retain the clients. And that is the reason why I actually chose content creation and YouTube management and SEO as my main service, like the YouTube management service, because that's something that I was already passionate about. I was already passionate about content creation for over 5 years at this point. It was something that I knew how to do, and I loved doing it. So it just made sense for me to go that route. And I was still able to scale up my agency to the point where now I'm around that 8K per month mark, which is obviously, it's not the biggest thing in the world, but it is something that I had in mind when I started my agency. And that is the point where I wanted to get to initially. Anyways, hope you guys got some value out of this. Just go ahead, choose one service that you're actually passionate about, weigh the pros and the cons of the different services, go with one that you like, go ahead, master it, learn about it, do research, maybe, get your first client, and then you can hire an expert to help you deliver the service as well. Go ahead and scale your agency, guys. Enjoy the journey. The agency life is something that isn't the least, it's not the super stress-free way of living life, but it is definitely one of the most rewarding ones, because it's such a blessing when you sign that first client, that second client, that third client, and you start making some serious money. So yeah, go ahead and crush it, guys. I really hope you got some value out of this. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more value like this, and I will see you guys in the next one.